Good evening. I'm not sure how long I'll be on. I'm just, I had to cut out a little bit earlier because I had to go get my daughter. So, things are kind of settled. She's home, and, she's settled. She's happy. She's playing downstairs with all her toys, and, I think I'm gonna take a couple moments and just pull a couple, maybe do a general collective, and then I'll leave it open if anybody wants personal readings. I do them for, right now I just do them donation based, and all that stuff's in my bio. I do general collectives, but usually I spend my whole mornings when I've been coming on here live doing the self-care and self-love, and so I don't really do readings on there. It's not a personal thing. It's just that it's partly a motivation and trying to keep everybody connected. Hi, Tina. Keeping everybody focused on the task, right? And that's, welcome, Hannah, and I think that says Nikita. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. It's going pretty good. I just had to cut out a little bit early today. I didn't get to do all of the, didn't get to read all my self-care cards and all the things that, the messages that needed to go out. So, I'm going to take a few minutes, and I'm probably going to do a small collective reading, and then I'll leave it open if anybody wants to have a reading on here. But also remember, you can go to my email, which is, I believe that's in my bio too. But if they don't need to be on here, I can do them for you through email. And email it to you, or I also do Zoom calls, which is like a face-to-face kind of thing, which is it's up to the person, I guess, right? Hi, Alan. How are you? Hi, Z. So I'm probably not gonna stay on too long. I just the reason I focus so deeply on the self-care and the self-love and the standing up for ourselves. When we come from toxic after toxic after toxic situations, family, friends, whatever, we kind of bring our own, right? We have our own issues, our own things, right? Because we've been programmed for that. So then we don't ever expect much more than that. So that's why my whole focus is that in the daytime. Creating better habits, finding cheap, easy ways to do it, whether it's a little bit of art, some meditation, some putting on a little cheap face mask, single moms with not a lot of income, or trying to figure their way out after devastation. Is kind of hard, and you don't know where to start, especially if you're a late bloomer like I was. Self-care becomes a thing that you're like, okay, I believe that I deserve that and I should do that, but I don't know where the hell to start. So I go on every morning, and I for at least 21 days, so I'm committed to at least another 18 days, I believe. And in doing that, one, I'm creating a better habit for myself, and I'm helping anyone that follows also create these better habits, because I don't care where you're at in your life. I don't care what you do or how you do it, or if you keep dwelling on the bad things or the negative things that happen, you're just manifesting more of them, and you're never going to get out of survival mode, and we're done with that. I think all of us women especially, not specifically just women, but I say women because there's a lot of single moms, but there's a lot of single dads that need some self-love, self-care too. So when I say that, I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form to disrespect or discount the single fathers that are killing it out there. Hi guys, welcome. I know people are going to be in and out. Some are curious, some are just coming to talk shit or think they can intimidate me, and that's a whole nother thing. But either way, it's not going to happen. Because I have a message to get out, and I have messages that people need to hear, and they don't always need to be from spirit. A lot of them are. Some of them are from my life in general, and how to find that strength and dig that strength out of places you didn't even know you had. So when I tell you that little bit of motivation, that little bit of honesty and integrity is just what I believe, and at the end of the day, I'm not going to stomp on anybody to get higher, do better, to make money. I'm not going to do things that go against my code of ethics. I will always stand tall in what I believe, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll admit that. But if I'm 100%, I will die on that sword. When I tell you, and that sword of protecting people and teaching people about speaking up and speaking their truth and not allowing shame or fear to keep these tiny little dark spaces for people to keep messing with you and keep trying to re-traumatize you or keep you in fear or shame. So that's a lot of what my mornings are about, and that's why I do that. But because I stopped early today, I wanted to just pull before I do a collective, I want to just pull a couple, like, motivational cards, or, like, moving forward, looking at the bright side cards. And the reason I do that, because, like, when you're doing readings, there's all kinds of wild energy that can come out, which is fine with me because I transmute it all. But at the same time, we all have enough drama in our lives. We all have enough shit going on. That why do we want to constantly fight? Sorry, it's a little loud downstairs. My daughter's making a birthday party for her dolls down there, so she's almost got it ready. And when that's time, then I'll have to get off here and go have party time. So, but right now, I'm just taking a few minutes to pull a couple of these cards, and then we'll see if anybody wants readings. You know how to do it there. But I will pull a small collective. We'll see how long it lasts before my daughter decides it's party time. So right now, Spirit, I just want something to show some motivation, helping us move forward, and possibly a grounded action to help everybody step forward into their better self. Yeah. So we got two, and hello, Miss. Are you getting more party supplies?
Yeah, for one birthday.
Okay, well, figure it out. I think that's wonderful. You get it all set up? You're working on it still? Okay, I'm just checking. When you're ready, hold the railing. Hold the railing. I don't want you to fall down the stairs. Okay, when you're ready, let me know. Okay, so... You what, baby? Okay, when you're ready, you let me know. Are you okay? Okay, she makes me worry because she has no fear, that kid. Okay, so... I got two. Give me one more of this one, or we'll wait for the next deck. I'm going to pull on that one, eh? Okay. Alright, so... I got three, and I just had to double check because I knew these two were earlier, and then they came out earlier too, so that means that message is something that still needs to come out, and somebody needs to hear it. 6:06 on the clock, so 100% that is, somebody needs to hear that and understand. And if I have to, I'll look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's spirituality, balance, divine guidance. And then the other one was the Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So that's the 3, and I'm just going to read these, and then I'll pull 2 more of the other ones, and then I'll do a collective. The reason I pull these ones is because they're for a grounded action and something for moving forward, so we're not staying in the past and focused on the negative, and we're looking for positivity moving on to the future, so we don't allow all this shit to weigh us down, and we can focus on ourselves, which is a pretty big deal, especially when everyone else is trying to shut you down. Hi, Danopoli? Danopoli? I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome. I'm just about to read this, so if you guys come in and out or whatever as I'm here reading, I'm not ignoring you. Call you Dan. Perfect. I love that. Keep it simple. I know. I can't remember my own name half the time, to be fair, so no judgment. Keeping it simple is always best for everybody. Now, Starseed. Sorry, give me 1 minute. 50. Yeah, it's snowing here too. I don't know how much of it's actually sticking. I'm going to check here in a little bit before I go to my daughter's little birthday party for her teddy bears. 50. She's setting it up, so I'm giving her time, and I'm just coming on. And if I have to do some readings, then I will. If not, then that's okay. I'm here, and as people, because I'm just coming back on and starting to do this, once people see how, once they understand me and my message and the messages I put out, and get to know, and you'll get to know and learn the integrity that I know I have. So with that, as it goes, you'll very much see what I believe, and it doesn't mean you have to believe everything or whatever, but when I'm putting out the messages, there's almost always something that somebody needed to hear. So, okay, so starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know that there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and to get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals and schools, in slums, in mansions, in stages, and in edit suites, in parks, in nightclubs, in taxis, and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or some form of spiritual closet. If you're dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you have, that you came here to share, and treat your time on Earth like a glorious vacation. And then the question, or to journal about, or whatever, is what lights you up, right? So instead of focusing on the negative and all the shit that piles to weigh you down and keep you stuck, remember what you love to do, the things that light you up, focus on that and start doing that and be grateful for that. And every time you do that, you're going to do better. Ew, Grace, did you slobber on them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, I can't.
Oh, I can't open it. Hold on. Oh, there we go. All right, go set it up. Go set up your party, and when I'm done, I'll come down there. Get it all set up pretty for me, because I want to see your decorating job. Okay?
Huh? It's what I
Well, I want to see, but you got to go finish the job, okay?
I will.
All right, good job. Let me know when it's all done, okay? Hi, Tia. Okay, so, and then I got Align Your Life, so I'll hold that one up and read it too. I read these ones earlier, so careful. You're going to give me a heart attack, kid. Are you okay? My Lord, this child. 34. Going down the stairs thinking she's going to try and do a head dive and give me a heart attack. Okay, so this one was the Align Your Life. And then it says, what is not aligned or needs to change? What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change. of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it's harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. And then it just asks, what is it in this, what in your life are you not aligned with, and what needs to change? And all it's saying is we all have bad habits. We have old habits. We have, whether it's thinking, smoking, whatever. Like, there's 1,000 million of them. And they don't help us on our path forward anymore. And they're not doing anything but hindering us or messing with our own perception of ourselves. And our perception becomes based on what others are projecting onto us, right? So we can't control what people try to project onto us, but we can control things once we understand who we are, and we know who we are. And once you know and understand who you are, it doesn't matter who projects what. You know who you are. It's not like you're not open to learning. You're always changing, and that's an understood thing. But at the end of the day, you know at your core being who you are and what you stand for. And as long as you know that, and the more you start to know that and dig deeper, and you start to love yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I always say that in all of my lives. And trust me, when I come on here, that's what you get. You get the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm going to tell the truth. I'm an open book. I don't care what, like, if I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know, and we'll look it up or we'll figure it out. Or I'm just going to learn it because I love to learn, period. And that's just it. So, someone else joined. I'm sorry. I'm not keeping up because I was reading. But also, if people come in and I'm reading, welcome. I appreciate you joining. So the next one was the Council of Light. And I like this one a lot. Like, you see how they're lined up. And you see that's your alignment. And that's when you start to really be able to co-create with the universe and the divine. And to get there, we all need to go inward. No matter what, at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. And sometimes it's easy. Even some days it's easy. And other days we feel so disconnected. We're not even sure what to do with ourselves. This is alignment. This is looking into our own self. This is our spirituality. This is healing. Which in my mornings I do a lot of self-care, self-love, self-healing, and especially as a single mom who's had more attacks on this planet than you can possibly imagine. When you try to do things, we don't know where to start. And when you're learning, like, I know it is sad, truly it is. Self-care and self-love is something that you're supposed to be taught when you're young, and you're supposed to understand about it. But when you come from toxic after toxic after toxic, you don't know. In fact, you're shamed and you're terrified and you're scared and you're humiliated because you don't understand, and you don't know how to understand you deserve it, right? So, well, whatever, you do you, but if you came, you either needed a message or you have nothing better to do, maybe you can learn something tonight. Either way, 616 on the clock, that's probably what it's about. So, let me see, Council of Light, there it is, 94. So when I say these things, I'm just saying intuitively what I see off the card, because a lot of these I read intuitively, but these are oracle cards. And because they are, I like to make sure they get the respect that they were printed with, which means, you know, you need to read them for the message, because otherwise I'm going to give somebody a message that maybe they're missing, right? And I don't want to do that, because I believe they deserve the respect they were given when they were made. So, and Spirit usually agrees with me. So, alright, so the Council of Light. The Council of Light is a team of benevolent beings who are here to assist the raising of consciousness of the planet. They are here to help you achieve your soul mission and are guiding you every step of the way. However, because we live in a world where free will reigns, they cannot help you without your permission. If you would like their assistance, it is time to ask them. They can help you with all kinds of requests. Nothing is too big or too small. Think of them as your personal team of helpers in the spirit realm. They are willing and ready to step in and get to work. What would you like help with? What tasks would you like to delegate to them? The Council of Light is a team of ascended masters, light beings, angels, and guides devoted to the rising of the earth and all humanity. If you are a light worker, it is from them that you receive your personal mission. Like a Spirit World United Nations, they want to thank you so much for doing this work and devoting your life to uplifting the planet. Pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your... Are you okay? Arms up. You gotta take your time. Turn around. My Lord, child. Why? Why you gotta do everything the hard way? Are you gonna make it? Are you good? Wipe your face, silly. Are you good? You trying to give me a heart attack? Take your time, slowly. Okay, wonderful. That's good. Oh my. Okay, go finish getting it set up, alright?
No, it's done.
Okay, I'll come down in a couple minutes. You can go start your party, and I'll be down there shortly, okay?
No, I don't want to be the party girl.
Okay, well, just get started. So pray to them for clarity and guidance regarding your personal mission. Put in your requests and let them get to work. I know, yeah, she doesn't listen very well. She's very stubborn. I can't imagine where she got that from. She's a Mimi, through and through, attitude and all. She's out of control. Man, hold that railing. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so the activation is basically an affirmation. Sorry, my brain was fried there for a minute. It says, Council of Light, I'm ready to receive your help for fulfilling my personal dharmic mission. Thank you for guiding me with clarity every step of the way and for sending me helpers and experiences that delight my mind, body, and soul. So, basically, you have an entire spirit team. Everybody does. Everybody that starts looking in and starts trying to heal themselves, right? And that's not what... You know, when you start doing that, then you start noticing... You'll start noticing synchronicities. You'll start noticing good things starting to come your way. And you'll... Oh, my ears are ringing. Something... Okay, hold on. Was I supposed to answer that call? Okay. Okay, so we're just going to do one of these ones, and then I guess we're going to a collective, because that seems to be what's happening. Okay, that was a good one, and that was quick. They ain't fucking around right now, and I like it. Okay, why was that? There was something, and I was told to look, so just give me a sec. Alright, so anyways, Inner Earth. You'll survive this, new solutions and beginnings. So this one is a really actually good one. So I'm going to read this one, and then I'll do a quick collective, and then if anyone wants readings, if you want personal readings, you can do them through email. All that information's on my link in bio. If you want them on the lives, then you can also... I only have, unfortunately, e-transfer and PayPal. We don't have Cash App and stuff. Here in Canada, it doesn't even let me download the app. Unless that's changed in the last couple of weeks, but I don't think so. So right now, those are the only ways I have. And then gifting is, I don't know. We'll figure something out if they don't work. But yeah, so this one is Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. And then I also will start posting little readings because the more I have messages to get out, I don't always want to go live and do them. So they will just get posted. And when they're collective, though, it doesn't mean this is all one person because it's the energy and it can be very general. And sometimes if it's something, it may not even be just you. Say you have somebody in your energy or really focused in on you, thinking about you all the time. And they're going through something. Sometimes because they are in your energy so much, they will show up also. So that's why when I say it's a collective, it's very generalized, and we kind of go from there and we see it, and it changes as people come in and out of my energy also. So, okay, so Inner Earth. That would be page 80. Okay. It's more, well, the thing is, anybody can do it. You just have to start focusing on your inner self, right? And as you start focusing on your inner self and meditating and understanding yourself, it's just your gut, your intuition, right? And then as you progress and as you dig deep and start healing all those wounds and those triggers, then you start to open up, and it's a lot easier to be a clear channel for what comes in. And sometimes you have no idea what comes in. Sometimes it's a random ass song that just won't leave your brain, but somebody needed that message and you had to get it out. And or somebody, you have to stop on the streets and you're like, some random sentence that you never even would think of in your life, and you have to say that to them, and then all of a sudden they get it, and they're like absolutely flabbergasted that you would say some shit, but like seeing tears well up in their eyes. Like, there are things, and it happens all the time, and I get it a lot, and I'm pretty outgoing, so I'm not afraid to share the message, and I'm not scared of what people think of me. I don't really give a shit. I just know that I'm doing what I'm told, and I didn't survive all of this stuff to hide in a corner and not help anybody else. So people tried to keep me down, and they did kick me down for a little bit, but you can't keep me down for long. I will always come back, because like hell am I going to stop doing what I'm called to do. So Inner Earth, also known as Agartha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and, oh Lord, Aryavarta, if I butchered that, sorry, went there. Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret, mystical city of Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for Inner Earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or on another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive, surprising outcomes to your problems and situations. Resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this, and all things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that whole new world of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond your focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both unexpected and expected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so you can receive them. What can you do to shift your energy or your outlook? And the reason I brought these up is because this morning I didn't get to stay long enough to pull all of the cards that I wanted to. That's why I wanted to start with pulling some of these, because that way it at least starts on a positive note. Because when I pull these ones, I pull these because it's about self-reflection. It's about self-love. It's about learning how to love yourself when many people didn't even know it was a thing. And now that it's becoming a thing, and no, it's not just getting your nails done, getting your hair did. It's, doing the deep, ugly, messy work. Finding our shadow side, finding our flaws, understanding that when we didn't do good things, maybe we didn't know better. And sometimes we knew better, but we didn't understand fully the consequences. There's always things that we just don't think that far ahead, right? Or we're just like in the moment we're angry, so we're cursing somebody out or wishing death on them, and like just crazy stuff people do, not realizing that words are spells. Why do you think when we have a negative attitude, like really truly, it just manifests more negativity? But when we take ourselves back and set ourselves aside, and just flip it, just flip the switch, rethink negative in your head, and you go, oh, well, I'm having a shitty day. And then you're like, instead of that, you're like, no, I'm not. I'm breathing today. I still have a roof over my head. I get to eat today. I can sit here and do what I want. It's not that shitty of a day, Like, I could think of a lot shittier days. So, when we refocus all that, then we bring ourselves back to a place of gratitude, and we're bringing ourselves back to a place where we're not in fight or flight, or we're not fighting to survive, or we're not doing all these things out of a lack mindset or the need to save or protect ourselves. And because of that, we allow ourselves, like, the space to, one, see those flaws, recognize them, and change them, right? Change them to the positive. And it takes practice. It's not going to happen all in one day. Hi, Harley. It's just one of those things, right? No matter what you do, it's always finding those triggers and those negative things and turning them to a positive. And it's not always easy, and it can be a pain in the ass. But it really is truly beneficial. Yeah, I am. And then when you're not sure how to do it, I do creative things like this, right? Like, I make my little wands, and I make little babies for your purse, because I just think they're cute. And sometimes, like, I don't never have a specific thing. Yes, you said Asfa's in BC. BC is in Canada, right? So yes, I'm in Canada. And yes, I'm in BC. So, like, I do other little things, like I make these little coasters, and I know it seems kind of funky, but I just decide to do my little artwork, and they're just on cardboard and shit that they're going to throw away. I do these little things to sometimes just keep myself in the present, so we're not focusing on fear or letting the shit drag us away, right? So, I'm going to pull one of these cards. I paint, I do all kinds of things. Kelowna? Do you know where that is? So, okay, just give me one, Spirit. Wonderful. Okay. Step out of your comfort zone. So, this is something that we all need to do. Yes, you're far. I try to stay far, and I stick to my own anyway. Stick to myself. I have a daughter, and I don't like to bring random people around. I don't like her to be around a bunch of strangers, because until you trust people, they don't get near my kid, period. So, step out of your comfort zone, okay? And then, let me see, North Node. 116. Hi, Robin. I apologize for my voice. I've been sick. I'm just getting over it. I'm not gonna die or anything, but kind of makes me a little congested and agitated. I hate that. It's annoying, but it is what it is. I'm here. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow, because you're headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you, within reason. We're not saying jump off a bridge with nothing to save you. Like, you know, the things that scare you, when you face them head on, you have the opportunity to, one, tell fear to fuck off, and two, just realize just how strong you are, which is, once you realize that, pretty much nobody can stop you, and that's the truth. This card is about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? And then the attune to the moon. I know I'm headed in the right direction. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. You need to face fear and get over it. These are the additional meanings for the card. Time to stop obsessing about someone or something. Stand on your own 2 feet. You've got this. So when something starts to cloud your judgment, or you feel like someone's living rent-free in your head, walk away, let it go. Understand how strong you are, truly. Why are you yelling, honey? Are you okay, Grace? Okay. What are you doing? Are you climbing up the stairs? Oh, my child's gonna drive me crazy tonight. So the North Node is where the moon crosses the ecliptic going north. It's a karmic point, and on the horoscope chart shows us what we need to do and where we need to go with our life to find satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. The North Node is the karmic astrological point that reminds us, to paraphrase Andre Gide, I don't know if that's pronounced properly, that in order to discover new oceans, we have to be prepared to lose sight of shore. So it's just saying, you can't have anything that's holding on to you. You have to let go of everything, or you won't be able to move forward. And if you keep allowing people to pull you back, you're robbing yourself of the opportunities to learn all of the things that you can possibly accomplish and do. And you're not even giving yourself the opportunity to understand what you have in you, right? Okay, and then pull 2 of these, and then we'll decide if I want to do a collective or not. I can't stay on much longer because my little one is coming up.
This one. This one, Mom. This one.
I know. I'm waiting for you to get your party ready. Are you almost ready?
No, I don't want this one.
Well, I thought you wanted me to come down for your birthday party.
It's not my birthday one.
For which one is it? Your cat's birthday party? Whose birthday party is it then?
No one.
No? Well, I thought you made that whole party.
I know, but it's trying to put everything away.
Okay.
I was making this smoothie first, so.
Okay, well, I'll come down in a couple of minutes. Okay, so it's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. These are, I call them my spirit junkie cards, and I don't call them that. That's what they're called. But I just love them because they usually have a pretty positive message, and there's nothing wrong with a positive message. There's enough shit going on in this world. A little positivity isn't going to kill anybody. My greatest experience of freedom comes when I let go of what others think of me. So yeah. And then we got, my productivity stems from inspiration. When I focus on what brings me joy, my tasks become effortless actions. And that's true. When I come on here, I don't truly care who shows up or not because my message will get out there eventually. And it will always be whoever needs to see it or hear it, they're going to show up for it. Spirit makes sure of that. So I'm not worried at all. And hopefully it's crystal ones because I love crystals. And I think we should all have a big, huge mantle full of all of the stones. And truly, I don't have that yet, but I'm working on it every single day. How many is that? 2? Oh, the same 2? How is that? Is that the 2 you wanted to give me? You want that one more? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, so we got Tektite and then Chrysocolla, and I really like that one. I'm going to have to purchase that. And then Lepidolite, I'm not sure that's pronounced, so I've probably completely zonked that, and I'm sorry about it, but it is what it is. Oh, they wanted that one too. And then there's Quartz. This one's probably one of the easiest ones to acquire, and it's pretty multifunctional, so it's good. So maybe I'll read that one first. What it is: among the most abundant minerals on the planet, clear quartz is everywhere. But it's far from basic. A master manifester, quartz is programmable. So give it a job to do and get busy. Who needs it? Rockhounds. Quartz intensifies the power of all the stones in your crystal collection. Geminis. Where to put it? Between your eyebrows during meditation, because it also amplifies your clear channels and your alignment and helping your align your chakras and stuff. So, sorry. And when you find yourself believing the limitations your mind puts in front of you, call on quartz to help you see through the illusions. Clear the mind of self-doubt, surrender to the will of the universe, and start manifesting the impossible. Enhance your vision. And it really, truly does help, especially when you're kind of got some brain fog going on. When you're sick, you don't really feel great. When people send attacks and stuff your way is a whole nother thing. But because it amplifies all the other ones, if you have amethyst and rose quartz and all these other things for protection or repelling negative energies and amplifying the loving energies, anything, it will amplify it, and that's the whole point, and that's why you want it. Okay, and this one I don't know well, so we'll read that one. What it is: Lepidolite is lithium-infused myco with rose and lavender-hued spa vibes. Who needs it? The perpetually frazzled, the oh-so-cerebral type A workaholics. Where to put it? In a bubble bath, on the meditation cushion, in the fetal position when the pressure to be successful, fit, and fabulous 24/7, 365 is too much. The reason I like these cards is because the sarcasm just makes it that much more fun. When to use it? When freaking out or to prevent that, put the phone on Do Not Disturb, hold it in each palm, and just let yourself be for 5 minutes. Relax the muscles between your shoulder blades, lengthen your breaths, and let go of all the drama. It wasn't yours to begin with anyway. Enter your chill zone. And then Chrysocolla forms near copper ore deposits, hence it's wavy blue-green. And I like that it's got the picture so you know what you're looking for, right? Welcome back, Anthony. Hi, Miss Peaches. Near copper ore deposits, hence the wavy blue-green swirls left behind by the oxidized metal. Like other materials associated with copper, think telephone wires, Chrysocolla opens up channels of clear communication. Who needs it? Anyone entangled in the 24/7 fear cycle propagated by the political media complex. Those who can never find the right words and where to put it. Hold it to your high heart and breathe. When to use it? When you feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to parent you. But then you remember that you are a grown-up, but it's cool because you totally got this. And then it just says, be your own mama. I love that. And then there's Tektite. What it is. Tektite describes any natural glass formed as a result of meteor impacts with our blue planet. Modern science deems the stones terrestrial in composition, i.e. of this Earth. But believers in ancient astronauts have other theories. Who needs it? I hail from a star in Orion's belt, people, those currently overburdened by resentments. Where to put it? On your UFO landing pad or beside your meditation cushion? Where to use it? When gravity feels extra heavy and it's time to initiate launch sequence and blast off. When you're bored with Earth life and want to expand your intergalactic horizons. Raise your vibration. They just always make me laugh because they're just enough information mixed with enough sarcasm that it just brings me a small amount of joy. But everybody should get this deck. I truly do like it. Now, what time is it? Maybe I'll stay on for another 15 minutes or so. And then I can come maybe tomorrow. Well, I'll come tomorrow morning doing the other thing. I'll do a quick collective. And then if anyone wants readings, all that info's in my bio. But also, if you want personal readings that are not on live, like through email or Zoom, you can message me, and I believe most of that information's there too. But you have to email me. Don't message me on here because there's too many spam accounts, too many fake accounts, and I will never reach out to anybody for a reading. So if you do want one, that's up to you, and you have to message me. But I have no problem doing my best to give you the reading that you would like. Okay, Spirit, what's the general collective energy going on tonight? We'd like to keep any negative spirits, anything not towards everybody's highest, best good out. What can we look to tonight to see what's going on? Maybe like 3, I think. We just want to do a small, quick one. There's one. Yeah, I know. I have a feeling. I think these are going to be for me, letting me know who's been coming through, but I don't need that to tell me. Okay, we got a little story. Okay, so we have, we did get a story, it looks like. So there's a feeling, somebody has like this trapped feeling, still dealing with some heartbreak. Sorry, I'm going to pull them up. First, second card. So we got someone feeling trapped and dealing with some heartbreak. Or maybe just not even ready to process it yet. Or just plain out fighting it, which wouldn't surprise me either. And then we got the King of Cups was the next one. And this one was next. So I'm going to guess that there's a King of Cups. Take it as it resonates. It doesn't have to be male or female. It's just the energy. So we all have male, female, both, and that's the goal, is to keep it balanced. So it looks like this King of Cups has is dealing or feeling trapped by this heartache, and he's feeling betrayed. Obviously, I'm saying he, but this King of Cups is feeling betrayed, and basically the people that he thought he trusted, he couldn't trust, and starting to see it more and more, and just feeling trapped by that because you don't know where to go. And then I also came up, there's a lot of swords, so that also could be air signs, right? But it's always about thoughts, like your thoughts and your communication. So And then I have another, again, a Page of Swords. So that's somebody trying, and they're trying to make a decision, or they're starting to make a decision, right? But they're slow to the game. They're not quite ready, or they're fighting it. Usually that's what it is, fighting with themselves. It was a very quick one, and then but once they get through that and they actually make their decision and start focusing and doing what they need to do, all they need to do is start creating that stable foundation, so it's not based on the betrayal, heartbreak, lies, the traumas they've already accrued. Because if you don't get rid of that, if you don't heal it, you're never going to make it into your happy ending, and that's the truth. And then right after that I got the Sun. So like, this was a quick collective, like they told me. And basically, if you want to make it to your happy ending, to your brightness, to what you're supposed to be doing in your life, then you have to get out of this heartbreak, betrayal, bullshit energy. Understand that this is what you should be, upright. Okay, we all go through heartbreak. We all have struggles. We constantly have struggles. But if we let it bear us down and hold us down, then no matter what we do, we're always going to end up feeling like this. And we don't want to do that. So then there comes a time where you have to make a decision. And once you make a decision and you start doing the work on all that shit, then you start to get this. And when this comes, nothing but this is going to come from it. Because there's no way that once you create this stable foundation, this place built on truth, integrity, who you are. And it doesn't, it's your truth, your integrity, your compassion and kindness and love. Once you build a stable foundation on that, nothing but the Sun is going to come for you. And every single time that you make that decision, and it's a constant journey, right? So but once you have your core in your self understanding and your I know who I am, and as much as I change, my core beliefs never change, then you're going to, at the end of the day, you've built your solid foundation, and then all of the good things know where to go. Basically, you're not over here, over there, you're running all over the place. Your solid foundation is here. So when people come, they know where to find you. You know, you're standing 10 toes down on what you believe, and once you do that, people know where to find you, and that's pretty important. Okay, anything to add to this? Well, that's good. I can cook too. We should all be able to cook. If we can't cook in life, what are we going to do? So start sharing it. Oh, I see the tower. So, you know what that's telling me, right, to do with all this is that the people that are showing up are starting to be the people that are coming trying to cause drama. And that's fine if you guys want to change that energy, because I gave you the what you need to do to make it better. Sure you can. It's in my bio. The links are. I'm doing a collective reading. I don't do personal readings for anybody unless they do donations. If you ask a question, I may be able to get a yes or no answer. But if you're coming at me with some bullshit, then, or trying to be somehow in a negative way, shape, or form, Spirit just won't even answer. And the reason they won't answer is because they know what you're coming with, right? And I'm not the person, I don't waste my energy blocking people. And the reason I don't block people is because simply they just make another 25,000 accounts on here. It's TikTok. It's wasted energy. So why would I even bother? And if you feel the need to come in, whether you say negative shit or not, doesn't matter. If you feel that need so desperately, then there is a message you need to hear, and you keep showing up and you keep listening to the message. So even if you hate me at some point in time, you're going to hear the message and you're going to understand that I don't hate anybody. I love everybody. I don't hold grudges. I don't do that shit. I'm glad you did. That's wonderful. That's the best thing you could ever do. I hope you guys are happy. So, oh, I already know. So, well, that's good, because we always want collaboration, and yes, they need to learn, and I do understand that. So sometimes, that inner conflict when you're unsure what to do. Hi, Maggie. Well, why didn't you contact? That's up to you. Or maybe that's what the conflict and the, oh, there was oh, shit. There was 3 of them, the reunions, and then we have the lovers. Oh, pardon me, that's the 2 of Cups, it's not the lovers. Which is partnerships, unity, love, so maybe you should go meet them. And if you haven't, I don't know why you haven't, I only ask when you ask for questions. When it's the general collective energy, I'll pull cards for it. But I don't respectfully pull into anybody else's energy. I'm not just going to be like, hey, you showed up. I want all in your energy. I want to know your shit. Because there's a karmic law. There's many laws about that. And anyone that's doing that, just trying to pull from other people and get all nosy into their shit, can create all kinds of imbalances, and I don't like to do that. So the only time that I will go into one person's energy specifically is when they either say agree to it or ask me to do that. So just so you understand that, there's a very, very strong code of ethics that I like to follow, and that's just who I am, and I believe that truly. So, but yeah, so what would your advice be? I may not even need to pull cards, because my life advice is just redonkulous. Been through more shit in this world than you'll ever know. And that's okay. I mean, it's meant for me to share, so. Whenever you're ready, I'm watching. Let's see what your question is and see if I can help you. Because it doesn't matter who you are, I have no problem wanting to help you. Sure. Oh, I don't want to pull those ones. They're going to make me pull them, but I don't want to yet. We'll wait. Okay, whenever you're ready, what's your question? I don't know who George is. And oh my God, Maggie Ramirez. And by the way, when I don't know who that is, but I'll tell you, I already know, but we're gonna laugh about it anyway. Yeah, so. And the reason that come up is because whatever the question is probably not a valid question to begin with, which is fine with me. I can answer your questions if they're valid questions, but if it's something, or make sure your question that you're asking is something you're prepared to answer, because you can have victory in just about anything, right? But it depends on what you're willing to open your heart to, what you're willing to accept. But it also shows you can't give up on your shit, and you may have to walk away at some point in time, and love from afar, so to say. Because once you focus on yourself and you become your Queen of Pentacles, after a little bit of rest and rid of the toxicity, then the possibilities are endless. And then by then, will you even know that you want George back? Maybe you'll want a new Michael. So basically, if you're not feeling, if you can't be yourself, and if it's a constant push and pull of trying to get someone back or not, then, do you really want to be there? if I gotta fight for you to always be back, I'm not saying like take people for granted or anything like that, but if it's constantly gotta be a push and pull back and forth, or you have to prove yourself and it's just never enough and they're just dangling the carrot, nobody wants that. Nobody's with that shit anymore. I'm not a sir, but thank you. Ooh. I have no idea. First of all, dream of a head. I don't really do dream stuff. I can ask, but that's some weird shit. And I don't want to get involved in some messed up shit. Lighting a candle at the church, that's good. At least you're giving it up to spirit is what I would think. And if you already did that, then spirit should give you clarity all on your own, right? Also, if you found the head of the dead relative, they're actually dead? Do you know, did they die? Were they murdered? Maybe you actually know something, right? My name? Isn't it showing up there? My name's Tiffany. I already know. It's okay, Spirit. If you throw it out, I'll say it. I don't give a shit. You already know. Okay. And we keep going back to the same two. So the biggest portion of all this, is you need your own clarity. You need your own understanding, and then it's gonna go back to the stable. Your murdered uncle. I'm sorry, first of all, for your loss. That's horrible. Miss Grace, what are you doing? What? I can't hear you. I'm really sorry that anyone should have to deal with that. That's horrible. And if you dreamt that, then maybe that's your... Hold on, I'm gonna check my daughter. She's trying to get into something. Miss Grace, you can't do that, okay? Not good. Come here. Hey, well, I want you to be patient. Hold on. Okay, come here and I'll get you a cup. Okay, so the reason I say that is they're the better ones. What do you mean?
I want those to be washed.
Okay, go get them. Whatever one makes you happy then. Even when I agree with her, she's just a feisty little one today. You gonna growl at me all night? Okay. So, the reason I said that is, usually if you're dreaming of stuff like that, it's either telling you that you already know the answer. It could be something that you're already blocking out, trying to, Miss Grace, take a breath. 1. Ooh, she's feisty. Well, they could definitely be watching over you, but the cut off head is the thing that I would be questioning, to be honest. That's a little weird. But, okay. Miss Grace, take one then. Okay, I'm here for about 20 more minutes, and then I'm coming down there. But if you're gonna have that attitude, then we're not gonna play, okay? So I love you. Take a breath. I know. Give me a hug and kiss. And go down and watch a show. You want a couple of these berries? They're better. They're way better.
Strawberries?
Yes, that's what they are. You don't see them? You can't see that they're strawberries?
No, no, yes.
Okay.
Strawberries.
So what do you want? There's blueberries in there. Go get the blueberries. Okay. Well, go play then. Give me 10 minutes. So, I don't know. I would honestly... Okay, stop. Take a breath.
No.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You're just going to show out? Okay. anyways, the reason I'm saying that is the whole just head thing, and it depends on how you seen it in the dream. Was it like floating? Was it what, like hidden somewhere? Like there's so many different meanings. It's a little hard to just go with that, but I think what it's telling you is you need to go inward and really try to open your channel with the divine, because when you do that, they can give you all of the answers that you want, or maybe you're not hearing all the message or understanding the message, and once you get into that state of confusion and you start second guessing, or like you start second guessing or underestimating yourself, or basically gaslighting yourself, you talk yourself out of what it is that you know. So I think maybe if that is something that you're dreaming, that's something that maybe Spirit's saying you need to focus in and sit down and listen to what they're actually trying to tell you, and maybe for the next little bit, set your intention before you go to sleep so that you remember your dreams very clearly, and then so that you're able to write them down, and then maybe for the next little bit, next few days or a couple weeks, it'll start giving you little pieces, and as long as you write them down and you journal a little bit about them, you'll probably see that most of your clarity is going to come through that way. Ooh, the head was in a bag. Yeah, see, that doesn't sound like good. That sounds like a bounty. I don't even know. That's some shit I don't want to know about. I don't want dreams of any heads in a bag, thank you. But it could be just you trying to hold on to the memory of them. I don't know if you were really close, really, truly. It could be just you not wanting to let go. Or it could be just you not wanting to let go, a little bit of anger or resentment or whatever towards something that happened, or not being able to communicate with them before they died. There's many different reasons. It's not just one, and it's pretty basic. It's a dream that, because it's not described wholly, it could change very easily. But being a good person, yeah. So it could be just you trying to hold on to that memory, especially if we go through a lot of change, a lot of transition, letting people go, people falling away, all of those things. When you remember those things, sometimes you just try to hold on to the good memories of the people that you had in your life, and it could be just that simple, right? So, and again, I'm not a dream interpreter, so I'm only giving you what intuitively I'm getting from the information you're giving me. Spirit hasn't. Okay. Knight of Cups and the Fool. So, what I get from that is your heart might be in the right place here. So, there's something, like I said, there's something that maybe you're holding on to, or that you're some memory of something good, and you're kind of holding on, but that holding on might be stopping you from your journey. Like right now, you're at a place where you can just move forward and really, really take your own journey. But when you have all these memories, some of them are good, and it's not saying to forget them. It's just saying don't hold on so tightly to them, and take the information from them that you learned, because if you take those certain things that you remember, or those good memories, or those little lessons that you learned through that person, then you can use them on your journey, and it will help you have a more smooth adventure. Was that it? Again, this is based on your dream and the Ace of Wands. So right after the Fool, the Ace of Wands. So could also help you with your ideas for your adventure. Give you an idea to start a business, to start something creative, tell a story, maybe even just create a fiction novel, right, based on some dreams. But it's definitely an idea, and it's probably very much a creative idea. And dreams are nothing but that to begin with. They just usually telling you what you need to focus on. But I'm not a dream reader. I just only... Is that it? That's what it says. That seems to be good, I think. So, yeah, I hope that helps, or at least gives you a little clarity on how to at least take the information and use it to look forward. Really? Well, that's good. And that kind of... Maybe you should work together and the small business that you started, show your friend, or if your friend's interested, some ideas, tips, and tricks how to start a small business, and then have them help you write a book, because maybe if you team up, you can get more done together. And I'm sure you have a lot to teach. 7:07 on the clock. So yeah, that's kind of neat. That's spirituality and unlimited possibilities, divine guidance. And when divine guidance steps in, it's like you have all these opportunities and you just have to open yourself up to them. And when you start looking inward and sharing the love, sharing the growth, you started a business. So and maybe you're not making big money or anything yet, but when you are, you even if you're not, like, I'm not making money right now doing this. I'm doing this because I love to do it, period. And when I do that, it makes me feel good. And when I do my morning rituals to help single moms and everyone do more self-love, I do that simply because at the end of the day, I may not have money or this to give back, but I have my time and I have my... Well, you said you just started a business? I don't have a job either. I lost my job for no fault of my own, which kind of sucks. But that's what happens when you start coming closer to yourself. There becomes a tax, and there's things that try to pull you back. But you can either allow that to keep you locked down in your why me victimhood crap, or you can rise above it and find another way. I'll always find another job. I could work anywhere 9 to 5. But right now, why would I break my back going out in the middle of the winter trying to freeze my ass off at some new job? Oh, you were thinking of, oh, pardon me. Yes, then you should always. I think our whole goal, and not everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, but at the end of the day, our whole entire goal should be to be independently wealthy. And by that, I don't mean a millionaire. I just mean able to meet our day-to-day needs and be happy on our own, right? And when you work for somebody else, you kind of give that control up, right? You're giving your power to this boss or this group of people to make some decision on what your worth is. When you know what you have to give, the ideas you put forth, the effort you put into your work. When you know all of these things and you know that you're never going to be paid what you're worth when you're working, not never, but some companies actually have really good people. But I've learned when you get narcissists in the management positions, and it's not always narcissists, but a big portion of them are, when you do, no matter what you do, you're never going to be worth, right? You're never going to have that opportunity. And when you start to ask why, they will start fucking with you to no end. And it's very sad, but it is what it is. So always look for a job in the moment, but what I would do truly is start looking into the things that you love to do, because like right now I'm on here doing this. In the morning I do my self-love and creativity things that we can do better to show ourselves self-love. And then this is the first time I came on here in the evening in a while to do any kind of readings. I'm trying to come on more often now, but I went through some struggles, and I'm coming on because I enjoy this, and whether I got paid or not, I'm going to be here, right? But it's a lot easier to put in the extra work, and when you're tired, drag your ass up to do what you got to do when you're doing it for yourself. And when you're understanding that at the end of the day, it's something you love, or you feel good about, it doesn't hurt so bad when you have to go do it, right? So, what, my love? Are you getting feisty now? Oh, the Emperor showed up. Wheel of Fortune. Good luck to you too. Thank you. Oh yes, I'm truly not worried. God has me. When I tell you God has me, I've been through the ringer, and I refuse to let that take out my heart. I will always lead with love and with everybody's best intentions, even those that have hurt me. So at the end of the day, when my abundance comes, it's gonna come tenfold all at once, and it's gonna blow everyone else's mind, and it's gonna blow my I don't even think I'll be able to contain it. And I know it's coming, and it's coming soon. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give back. Are you gonna clear the energy? You can clear the energy. Do a little one. Don't break them though. You gotta be gentle. Gentle. The tree of Jangala? Interesting. There's so many different, hello, how are you? So spread the gospel. Be gentle. All you want to do? Oh, no, I don't, join as guests right now. I'm still figuring out this, all this stuff. Once I get to that point, then yes, maybe, but I'm still learning. Oh, I almost broke my glass. I appreciate it, though. That's nice. Yeah, you like the tuning forks, too? Do you want to do the bowl one? Here, come here. We like to clear the energy. You want to do it? Come here. You got to be gentle with them. That's okay. Just set it in there. I'm teaching my daughter, like, the medicine bowls and the sounds and the sound frequencies, because nothing but good can come out of a little bit of peaceful. Gentle. This side. You gotta hit it with this side. Nope. You gotta set it down. If you hold on to it, it won't make the sound. So you gotta set it down. Yeah, there you go. No, hit it with this part. Yeah, hold here. And then you hit it. On top. You can't hold on to it. You gotta let go. There it is. See? Now do it again. Sorry. There you go. Good job. Are you helping me clear the energy? That sounds like beautiful energy.
Christmas.
That sounds like Christmas? Well, that's a wonderful sound.
Wow, that's my sound.
Yeah. As soon as I'm done, what time we got? 7:15. I'm going to do 5 more minutes on here.
My voice is coming back.
Your voice is coming back? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I didn't know you lost it. Where did it go? Okay, so again, I'm going to take 5 more minutes on here just to say goodnight and just do a quick positive message to give everybody, and then I'm going to come down and we can paint the decorations for the tree, okay? Do you want to make some decorations for the tree tonight? Yeah? Okay. Alright, so...
Oh, no.
Well, that is now, tonight. I said 5 minutes. Okay, so a lot of these are angel numbers and certain specific things that have happened in the last 6 months of my life. Some situations, angel numbers that I see on an almost regular basis, and I really truly resonate with angel numbers. And a lot of times as I give my message, like this one's live, so I don't have like a timer clock as if I were doing a recording, but almost every single time I'm speaking a message and I am right on point. spirit will just pop up with a certain number and say, let me know that I'm on point and give me clarification. And so I'll shuffle these. I just want to give like kind of like a little positivity message. Okay, we don't want to throw them at me. We don't start studying plants. So I don't know if there's any herbologists in here, but that's actually something that I really, by the end of next year, this and numerology I'm going to be fluent in, because it's a passion and it's something that I want to learn, and I like to make my own lotions and tinctures and cough syrups, and just through experience and a little bit of research. But I'm definitely not well versed like an herbologist, but that is the goal here sometime here soon. So, and it says, see myself on paper, so it's easier to move on and up. One that says, it's just saying, allow yourself to understand exactly where you are and where you're starting from this point, right? All your accreditations, your credits, your things that you've done, all of the good things, when you take count of them, then you know exactly where you are to start off, and it gives you a really good fair point on where you need to go, right? So, and where you want to go. And when you know where you're at, it's a lot easier to get where you want to go, right? You can set your sights on anything once you know kind of what you're made of. I connect well with others. That's a good one. And ideas. Guided meditations. I've been working with that quite a bit. And then it says, who tried to control you as a child? So these are things that when you're trying to heal your inner child, because a lot of times that's what's blocking the forward movement. I know, because I still struggle with that. Like, most of the adult traumas, we pretty much figure out how to heal. But when you go back so many years and so many layers of underneath all of the shit, it's kind of hard to dig deep and find it. And by then, you're already exhausted from all of the other inner healing you've been doing. So, yeah, it's not no judgment whatsoever. Because when I tell you I've had to heal from the dirtiest depth by myself with a child saying, Mama, I need this, I need that, at the same time. And I'm sure people have done far worse, had to struggle. But I understand that it's hard. It's so hard. But the end result is so, so worth it. So worth it. So it says, when you think of taking space or taking up space in a place or situation, how do you feel? So that goes with healing your inner child. And when you're, I don't know what generation you're from, but the one I was from was kids are to be seen, not heard, or just go outside. You don't need to be inside, those kind of things. So sometimes taking up space gives us a feeling of shame or fear or good job. Just be gentle, okay? They give us that place of insecurity for sure. That's where it starts, right? But when you start taking note of these things and really, really getting comfortable with how it makes you feel, then you can acknowledge that, because your feelings are valid. They're always going to be valid. And when they're always valid, it doesn't mean they are always remain true. It just means that when you give them validation and you love them and accept that part of you in that moment in time, then you allow yourself to forgive it and let it go and move on. And that is one of the best parts of healing you could ever imagine, truly. And okay, you gotta be gentle. If you break them, I'm gonna cry. Put it up here and we'll take it downstairs, and we'll do that with our little yoga before bed too. I wanna see if you can try. We'll do some more yoga. No? Okay. Do this one. You gotta sit down and do it though, okay? And then I got that root chakra. Basic needs, stable, secure, grounded. Sometimes basic needs is a struggle especially when you're going through some shit. So And yeah, and if you feel like you don't have those met, and some people it could be emotional needs, it could be financial needs, it could be physical needs, it could be any or all of the above. When there is one of those or all of them are, no, you had to set it down. Remember what I said? Don't get mad. That's mine, and if you break it, I'll be so sad. So, because you can't do it when you hold on to it. Remember what I said? So, the reason I'm saying that is if you don't have, then set it up. There you go. See? Why are you getting mad? Is when you get to a place where this becomes ungrounded and you don't have all those things, then that's when you go into fight or flight mode. We have to be patient. My daughter is learning how to make these bowls work, and hopefully she doesn't break them in her. Your skills are pretty good, though. I like it. Okay, I'm going to pull just a couple more because I had a feeling it was going to talk about security and all of those things. Because we struggle for that all the time. Oh yeah, I forgot that I make my own like toothpaste and stuff. And I used to have all my recipes, but they kind of burnt down in the fire that when I lost everything. So I had to start over. So right now I've been just kind of starting with basic recipes, and then I will add and change them up until I get somewhere close to the ones that I had once upon a time. But until then, Rose Cologne, Grace, what are you doing? Okay, but why didn't you come in? Where's the strawberries you had just right here? Okay, so I'm going to pull one more, maybe two more. I'm going to, the 10th house. Okay, what's that about? Okay, and then 808. Okay, so that's positive. Okay, so actually that's pretty good, and I like that. So we got, I was just talking about the security and not being in fight or flight mode. Ooh, why are you doing that? Miss Grace, you're not supposed, what are you doing? No. You can have one of these ones, whoever they are. I don't know that's one. Okay, is this what you want? Okay, sit down. Don't let me catch you doing that again, because you can actually cut yourself and hurt yourself. You do not touch the knives, you understand? Here.
No, no, I want two.
You want one? You want two?
Yep.
Okay, say please. You need to start using those manners. You used to use them all the time, and I just like when you do that. Okay, here. Now go finish getting that party ready, because I got 2 more minutes. I got to read this last
No,
message.
not party.
Whoa, Miss Grace.
I'm not doing party.
Okay, if we're doing attitude, then I'm going to make you pick up the rest of your toys, and it'll be bedtime early. So I don't think you want to do that. Let's think about the attitude. Take a breath, because I don't think there's a reason for it, right? So have some patience. And as soon as I read these couple cards, then I'm going to get off here, and we're going to go do some stuff and maybe paint our decorations if we can get rid of the feistiness. Fair?
Mommy, I want to watch TV.
Isn't it working downstairs? Okay, sorry guys. Go check it out. Go see. Okay, so the reason I was talking about that was the root chakra, and that's your security and your stability, your ability to be grounded. And then, I'm sorry, my daughter is feisty. Okay, so then it talks about 808, which is luck manifestation, infinite possibilities. That's also like a me number through and through. Yes, baby, I will come down. So I'm not going to read it just right this second because I have to help my feisty daughter get her show on. But basically, it's about manifestation. Go, go, go. Divine guidance and infinite new beginnings, infinite possibilities, being limitless in your abundance, right? So when you have those blockages, okay, I know, sit down. If you turn it off, it's not going to work. If you block those abundances, sorry, you just have our stuff in the basement and then... You were watching that? Did you like it? What show do you want? So, the whole infinite possibilities and the abundance. Which one? You have to use your words, Grace. So, that's important. And then also your 10th house. I'm so sorry. This one? Okay, sit down. And I'll be down in, 5 more minutes now because you had to make me come down. So, give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back down. Sorry about that. My daughter can be very feisty, and I would love to say I don't know where she gets it from, but that would definitely be a lie. So, yeah, once we can balance that, I mean, that's usually where, it's not always, but a lot of times that's where the blockages come from, right? It's your root chakra. Because of the basis, that's where a lot, 727 on the clock, just like I was saying. But that's where a lot of our triggers and a lot of our childhood traumas come from. That's where, and trying to heal them sometimes is just, it's very hard to do, right? It's very hard to do because sometimes we don't even understand that that's where it's at, and that's what the problem is. And I'm still learning a bunch of healing modalities. I'm trying to, right now I'm experimenting what works for me, what I'm aligning with, not only what helps me, what I think is going to help me best help others. Hi Carol. Hi Mini Farm. So I'm going to read these because these are what came out, and then I'm going to end it here tonight just because my daughter's getting feisty, and the 8th house transformation was on top. Interesting. Okay, so luck manifestation. Oh, that's 808, by the way. Infinite possibilities and the importance of building a solid foundation. That was pretty on the money there. You're on the right path. Personal journey. Keep putting in the work. Nurturing positivity and keeping your emotional health in balance, which is the... Once you can balance that, like, you can pretty much... I mean, coming from me, I was always very, very emotional, and I want to say maybe high-strung, and that was because I was always triggered, because I had... Well, it's trauma, right? It's trauma and toxicity. When you're around so much of that, you don't even know that it's any of those things, especially if nobody tells you and you don't ever see it differently. So working to heal that took a lot, because you can't heal what you don't know about, right? So, yeah, keep putting in the work. Nurturing positivity and keeping your emotional health in balance. All the positive spiritual things will unfold. Energies of wealth and abundance. A magnet for attracting all the good things. Endless potential to cultivate a life full of spiritual riches and soul connections. You're making wise decisions and heading in the correct direction. Stay on your path. Spiritual awakenings could be coming. Infinity. New possibilities. A clean slate is waiting. Breaking negative patterns. New beginnings. Trusting your current position. All the love will be flowing your way. Right? So just stay in it as much as you can. Stay in that vibration, because 1, it just feels so good. But 2, that keeps you in the vibration of receiving and allowing all these good things to come. And it also, you can't be in that vibration, in that gratitude, and in that happy, high-vibing place and be worrying or stressed or upset over some drama shit. You just can't. So, yeah. Every little bit of time that you can possibly stay in that, that's what you want to do, right? And then the 10th house is legacy. The 10th house is delineated by an angle referred to as medium coli, MC for short. And I wrote this down because the reason I took that down when I was writing this information down is because some people show up for just small pieces of information, and Sometimes it's just a little piece of the puzzle, and I believe that the way it was given, that information was given to me when I was researching the 10th house, and the way it was set up and said, it seemed like that might be something, a small little piece of the puzzle that somebody may just have dropped in and maybe needed. And that's why I'm saying it like that, okay? For short, MC for short, which translates from Latin to top of the sky. The 10th house is located at the very top of the birth chart, is the apex of your unique story, legacy, reputation, and how you'll be remembered in this lifetime. It's associated with public image, career, ambitions, and professional accolades. Now, those with natal planets in the 10th house reveal a deep desire to succeed, like somebody that always wants to do better and do well, right? Which there's nothing wrong with that ever, as long as it's not, at the cost of somebody else. Like, well, that's my opinion. That's what I believe anyway. And those who have planets that are transiting through it, we can expect meaningful changes to occur for how we're viewed or perceived by others. So usually that just says to me that, when they transit through there, you have the opportunity to make changes to yourself. And when you make those changes and you're actually acting on them and fulfilling what you're supposed to be doing, then people's perceptions of you will change automatically, right? And when you're doing something good with the best intentions, following your heart and doing what you can to help people, 733 on the clock. When you're doing those things, there's no way that your people's perception of you can't be anything but good. And if they hate you for wanting to do good for other people, then they definitely need to look inward. 2025. Oh, that's probably what I was just reading all this about. Okay, well, I'm going to give you this one for right this second. And it says, "Thank you, universe, for all of the blessings you send my way. I trust you to show me the way. I love you for always finding me." So that's just saying going into 2025, but truly every day you need to start it with gratitude. And some days it's hard, and some days it's a struggle, and some days we take everything for granted. But truly just start with the little things. Thank you for the breath I'm breathing. Thank you for the roof over my head. Thank you for the ability to start this day and truly be open to all of the adventures and wonderful things you are sending my way, right? And when you're in that mode, you truly can be open to receiving what they want to give you. It's about being in the moment, but it's also about being grateful in the moment. And trust me, right, that's right. You have to, because you're never going to learn the lesson if you sit in the poor me or why did this happen to me. When you get out of that and you actually see the lesson, man, you get stronger and stronger. That's right. And why do we want to be sad about it, right? So it says, "With everyone I encounter, I also put my faith in your pure love for me. So much so you allow me to receive the love and true abundance you know I deserve." Okay, so that was for the universe, but like that's kind of one of my affirmations that I like to say to the universe. But it's also what we project outward is what we have going on inward. So if we're full of chaos and upset and hate and resentment and anger, we're going to project that out. And everyone we meet is a mirror, so it's all going to come back to us, right? We're going to see it in these other people and how they behave and react to our behaviors. So when we come to that grounded sense of peace, then we're projecting out love. So when that mirrors back to us, we're feeling that love, right? And truly, that's what we want. And then when you have, and you're just one big ball of love, when you're projecting that out into the world and it comes back, you're just filling your own cup, right? And you're constantly filling your own cup, and it's a never-ending well. And when it's a never-ending well, and you just keep flowing it out, there's nothing you can do but bring in and call in all the good things, right? But focus on the positive. I knew it was going to say that. That's, I think, for anybody going into 2025, that's a good note. And manifesting greatness. Whatever greatness is for you. Period. What do we got? Believe in yourself. Oh, Spirit, we're not playing. You asked for some shit for 2025. And then something to question on or think about. Meditate. I said meditate because that was also on the top of the deck. It says, what's it like to be me when I'm not judging myself? So when you sit back and almost observe 737 on the clock, which is focusing on your spirituality and your self-expression, and of course your balance, right? Spirit just ain't playing. You asked, so I'm gonna answer. But this is pretty important because we judge ourselves more than truly, really anyone can do to us, right? And when we get ourselves in that moment of judgment and self-sabotage and self-judgment, then we literally block our own blessings, and we get ourselves, caught up in all this other crap, and we forget who we are. We don't even remember who we are. You know how much it took me just to even get to the point where I liked myself and decided that I was worth trying to be creative and trying to be trying to find what lit me up again, because I'm just not ready, right? Like, I'm not prepared for all of these things, and then I'm like, oh, somebody's gonna not like this about me, someone's gonna not like that, and I went through all of that. But then I'm like, okay, but what do I like about me, and what do I want to learn, and what do I want to do? And I had to take myself out of the judgment that I had already created in my head that nobody had done to me. Like, literally, I did it to myself. So when it asks you that, it's something that you should ask yourself every day, because even though you have all these goals, every single day that could change, and every single day it just might be a new inspiration to take you on a different path, or to just make that path a little stronger, or make you find your friends. And then we have celebration. We want to celebrate all our wins, big and small. And we're not just celebrating our wins, we're celebrating our friends' wins. We're celebrating any win. Okay, any win. I don't care what it is. If I'm walking down the street and I overhear a conversation where you're saying, oh, I just won this, or my son just won this hockey game, he did so many goals, or whatever, I'm going to say, wow, that's fantastic. Congratulations. And that's wonderful news. I don't even know, but I know that moment, somebody's proud of something, and celebrating that, and just hearing somebody agree and validate such a wonderful thing is it's free. It's never going to hurt anybody, and it takes 2 seconds, and it's a celebration, and it keeps you in gratitude, and it keeps you, because I don't care what the celebration is, I don't care what the win is. If you can win, that means I can do it too. You can do it too. Everybody can do it too. Because if one human being on the planet can do it, we can all do it. That doesn't mean we all want to do that thing, but it just means that it's possible. And if it's possible, we need to celebrate it. And the more we celebrate it, the more we open ourselves to be able to do those things. And then, of course, get creative, which is always going to be, it's always going to be a thing. And you never know what it's going to be that you like, but stay grateful. See, like, these are just, you asked, Spirit said, I'll give you the information. Self-love. Should I keep talking to Tej? I don't know who that is. I can ask. But if you're, I'm not gonna lie, if you're already questioning whether you should or shouldn't, that might be a red flag all on its own. I don't know who they are, so one, I'm not judging anybody personally, but truly, if you have to question it like that, then you're maybe already subconsciously, at the very least, seeing the red flags, or at least not green flags, and they're giving you a little warning, a little nudge. Maybe you should rethink this. So I'm not saying no or yes yet. I will ask, but I'm just trying to say, like, I've been through so much shit in one way or the other, and like literally struggled. But one thing I've always learned and understood truly, and when I've went against it, it's screwed me every single time. Is if it's not a yes, like a definitive yes, it's a no. Because when we get in that second guessing, questioning ourselves, we take ourselves out of our own balance and our own. Can I adopt you? Can you adopt me? I don't think you want me to adopt you. Right now, I'm fighting a lot of struggles right now. I'm overcoming them. So no matter what, I don't think that you want to come here unless you're going to adopt me. And yeah, that was funny. Thank you for the laugh. That was cute. You should text whoever you would like. I don't know who Al is, but who is that? Ada? Let's see. Can I adopt you? That's the cutest thing ever. Okay. Should it? Well, I dropped a whole pile, so I'm not going to do story time. Because it literally dropped a pile, so. But on both sides was a yes. This one popped out as a page of cups. So, that's definitely a positive sign. And the other side is page of wands, which usually is good news. So, probably not a bad idea. Do I dare? So yeah, you should text him. But I don't cling on to anything. Don't. I don't know why I said him. It could be her. It could be. But yeah, text them. But build whatever form of relationship, friendship, whatever it may be. Build it slowly, so you really get to know the person before you fall in and end up in some crazy narcissistic insane thing. And let me tell you, I'm not saying that's going to happen to all of us or whatever, but just really give it the time to get to know each other. Don't rush shit. We rush too much shit these days, and then we end up paying for it later. Always we end up paying for it later. And man, don't we just get sick of doing that? Like, we want the positives and the good life and all the wonderful things, and then we rush for all of this shit. And what do we get out of it? Nothing good. Maybe for a short time, but not for a long time. And so yeah, I say go for it, but just take it slow. And if you find that you're constantly doing the texting and they're not texting you, cut it. Done. Enough. You know, I'm not saying if they don't text you back immediately or something, but I'm saying if you find that it's becoming a trend that you're doing all the texting and they're only responding to you and it's not it's not feeling good, then for sure shut it down. Don't even give it a chance to grow. Because when you shut it down, you don't give them the opportunity to hurt you, and you do give them the opportunity to say, hey, she ain't playing no games. I don't know why I'm saying he and she. I'm assuming Ada's a female name. If I'm not, I apologize. But when I say that, I'm just saying at the end of the day, when you shut it down before it gets to a certain point, then you allow them to see that you're not fucking around and you have boundaries and you will stand firm in your boundaries, and then they have the opportunity to either up their game, get their shit together, and do right by you, or and get to know you the way they should get to know you, or move on. And if they move on, trust me, that was you being saved. You were being spared. Because if they moved on, that means that was not your knight in shining armor. Page of Pentacles, right? And you weight it down, make your decision. Yeah, just keep moving forward. Absolutely. Hi, Betty. I was only supposed to 747, eh? Yeah, I got it. I know, it's always keep moving forward and stable foundations. As long as we move forward, looking towards the sky and being grateful and full of self-love, it can only be great. So which one do you want me to pull from? I want to pull maybe just a couple quick messages. That way we can get out of here. My daughter is wanting to play, so how about we do a self-care one? Okay, I'll do one self-care and one gratitude. Don't get crazy, Spirit. We're not trying to do 20 of each. Like, I know you like when I'm on here, and I do too, but my daughter needs some mama love. Okay, so, self-care. So, can you just give me one that's maybe these people coming through could really use to hear for the time that they have right now and heading into 2025? Just something to focus on, or maybe reflect on, or let go of, or look forward to. Whatever you think would be the best that they could use for their... Okay, I said one, not two. Getting out of control. So, Spirit is a smart ass, just in case you didn't know. I'm just going to show you. I said two, and they had to spit out an extra one and flip the top one, so we got three. So I'm just going to read them quickly, and I don't think we need the gratitude ones, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be gratitude in here. But it says, rest is not idleness, and to lie sometimes on the grass under the trees on a summer's day, listening to the murmur of the water or watching the clouds float across the sky is by no means a waste of time. And that's by John Lubbock. Lubbock? Hopefully I didn't butcher that. That's just a quote. And then it says, while you eat lunch, take a few minutes to sit quietly outside and listen to the nature around you. You would be so surprised how... in those moments, you become grounded and you get to connect with Mother Nature, and you actually get to be more open. You're almost a direct line when you do that, because you're so grounded. But the energy pulls all of that negativity. If you ever have a headache, take your shoes off, go stand in the bare grass for a few minutes, go sit in the grass. Like, it will just pull it out of you. It's such a wonderful feeling. So yeah, that's just a really good thing to do, and it takes 2 minutes, right? 5 minutes, whatever you wanna give it. But you just make sure, if you're on a work lunch or something, you make sure you go back to work. You don't want to lose your job or anything. Sorry, that was kind of funny, but when I loved myself enough, I began leaving whatever wasn't healthy. This meant people, jobs, my own beliefs and habits, anything that kept me small. My judgment called it disloyal. Now I see it as self-loving. Oh, that was a struggle. That was Kim McMillan. That was a struggle that I truly struggled with for a few years. Well, my whole life. But I mean, once I knew that it was a thing, and understood it was a thing, that guilt or shame that was so ingrained into my brain about trying to love myself and show myself that love was just brutal. Like, just absolutely brutal. So really understanding that and learning that is a big thing. Okay, baby. What are you doing? Take a few moments to reflect on ways you loved yourself today. What did you leave behind that wasn't healthy? Usually it's a negative attitude or something, but you need to acknowledge it and be grateful for it and celebrate yourself for doing it. So, and then to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. And that's by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Heed your inner calling. What is it that makes you different from others? And what unique expression do you most desire in this life? And that's just the way it is. Authentic expression. I always say the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, we have to. When I come on here and when I do these things, you get the good, bad, the ugly. There's no. I'm gonna tell it like it is, how I'm getting it, and you're having a good day. That's wonderful. But I really. I love when you have good days. We all have good days and bad days, but we don't want to have a bad day. Okay, so hold on one sec. I'm gonna get off here now. My daughter wants to paint some decorations for the tree, and then, but she wants to come on here and
all those days are happy.
She wants to say hi. She's just a little camera hand. Do you want to say hi before we go? Say hi.
Hi.
See, we're gonna go paint some Christmas decorations.
Who's this?
That's some people that keep popping in and out. Oh, who's this in the picture?
Me.
That is you. Isn't she so beautiful?
Me?
Yeah. Say hi, and then we gotta go. Say have a good night.
Have a good night, yummy.
Yes, we all love you. Okay. So, we do, yes. Okay, so I thanks everyone that came in, popped in and out, and careful, be gentle with them, please. Put them back. Apologize for the sniffling. I'll be back on tomorrow morning after I take my daughter to school, and be back doing the self-love thing with our face masks and the lotion and our affirmations, and just really on our way to being accountable and creating these better habits. What habit will it be after 21 days? Who knows? But we're going to create this one, and we're going to stick to it, and hopefully people follow along, and it helps them with some motivation and understanding that it can start with the smallest of things. And as long as I'm here, whatever it is, if it's helping me, or even just helping me be accountable, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to share it, because if we don't, then nobody gets to be helped if they don't understand where to start, what to do, how to understand. Sometimes it's the very most basic of things. So I appreciate everyone that joined me tonight, and I'll be on tomorrow, and for the next, it'll be earlier in the day, though, in the morning. I'll be on for at least 20 more days, I think, until we've created a habit. So, yeah. Have a great night, guys, and RB, thanks for joining. I'm sorry for leaving when you just showed up, but my daughter's been patiently waiting, and she's been so good tonight, so we have to go paint some Christmas decorations. Have a good night, everybody.
Mommy,